What is up, everybody? I'm JPC3 and welcome to Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now, this is a game that came about a few years ago. I know that I'm late getting to it. However, this is a game that I wanted to play from the beginning. Not exactly sure what we're getting into here. I remember vaguely based on the trailers that everyone ends up disappearing and no one really knows what happened to them. I do remember from the trailers that there was something to do with light and orbs. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be representative of the individual spirits or not, but I guess we're going to find that out as we play through this game. Now, I've heard good things about this game. It's not very action-based, if at all.
This is Dr. Catherine Collins.
I think it's just a narrative story.
I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Well, except for me. Well, actually, it's not true. I guess I could be Kate. Now, the graphics for this game are, from what I understand, very good. They're very aesthetically pleasing, and I'm assuming that the majority of that has to do with the fact that the game isn't having to render in opponents to fight and weapons and things of that nature. So I'm very excited to play this, and I hope that you all enjoy this playthrough. Okay, so the artwork there kind of matched what we're looking at here. Now I'm assuming that this is going to lead into a cutscene where we kind of find out some baseline information. No, okay, is it frozen here? Oh, whoa, this is the game. Wow, this is the game. This looks amazing. Alright, so where are we? So these are the, okay, so the observatory. I do remember the observatory from the trailer. Apparently it has a big deal to do with what's going on in the actual town around us. Okay, so I wonder if those numbers have anything to do with...
for as long as I am able. If I'm right,
There's the observatory
we
again.
should be able to pick up the signal right across the valley. The event has left markers. We don't understand it yet, but we're going to keep working to try and understand it. You can use them to find what you're looking for. The answers,
The answers.
they're all here.
Okay.
The answers are in the light.
Ah. So the answers are in the light. I wonder if that's what I was talking about with the orbs. Maybe they're going to be memories or something like that. If everyone's dead. Maybe they were transformed to a different being. So this right here is the map. As you can see, the observatory is right up ahead, but we're locked out. So it looks like this is actually a fairly large map. Now I know it doesn't show it here, but this right here is me walking at full speed. So we're going to have a nice little adventure ahead of us. So let's see where this road leads, and maybe we can get some answers. That would be nice. That is an interesting concept, though. Wondering whether or not these people disappeared or if they became the lights of orbs that are going to be shown.
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee. Due to exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982.
Okay.
Keep your radio and television on at all times.
There's a locked door right
and
there.
avoid contact with other people. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local
I can't
area.
even get to it.
Do not panic and remain civil and calm. Stay tuned to this station for updates.
Okay, that's interesting information that we just got there. I don't know if you guys... Okay, so see, there's the first orb of light I was talking about. I don't know if you guys actually caught that, but he said, do not attempt to telephone outside of your local area. Which is interesting, because the only reason that I could think that they would do that is to try and contain information. Whatever's happening here, they don't want it to get out, maybe? Maybe they're trying to cover something up. Okay, so...
I'm trying to do my job. You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators.
Steven.
Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
If we get locked in, we won't be able to come running to you, will we? You let us worry about the clever stuff, and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs.
Wow.
Happy? Now piss off.
I don't like this guy. He's kind of a dick. Arsehole. Yeah,
That
you're right
was
about
unnecessary. Just because you're angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about this?
No, Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the arrays, I'm heading up to Tower 6.
Kate. I love you.
that. Aw.
You know that, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Come on, let's get started.
I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but her head was down. When she answered him, her head was down. That is not the response that you want when you say I love you. A sigh. And yeah, I know. Somebody's in for a rough day. So, it appears that these orbs are their memories. Maybe. Something along those lines. What it kind of reminds me of is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. When the bombs were dropped, it left like shadows of people burned into the buildings. And it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Jeremy. Okay. So, does that mean Jeremy's going to be telling us his story through this? Or maybe it's divided by town. Maybe this town is his story. I noticed that there were multiple towns and areas to discover. So maybe this is Jeremy's area. So maybe we can figure out what happened to Jeremy exactly. Oh, okay. So he flickered.
From that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole
For a
quarantine
memory.
thing. If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they closed the road, I suspect we'll never find her. Not until this whole thing blows over.
Well, it's more than a little odd. I mean, this is Yorton, for goodness sake.
Yorton?
There was no need for them to be so rude.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing to close off the roads, I suspect they would argue that there is every need. What is certain is that for the time being, none of us are going anywhere.
But he had a rifle, a soldier with a rifle, in Shropshire. The world's gone stark raving mad. I've a good mind to write to my MP.
You do that, Barb, and I'll
MP.
personally deliver it for you.
Now here in
Once
America,
this
MP means
blockade is
military
removed
police,
anyway.
so...
Come on, Bob. I can't spend all day chasing pensioners around the valley. The surgery won't open itself. I need to grab some paracetamol when we get back as well. Fucking headache all of a sudden.
So, I'm assuming Barbara is his assistant. Now, that was also some more interesting information that we got there. They apparently blocked off the road so that nobody can get out or maybe get in. And they don't want people telephoning out either. So, I wonder why they are doing this. There's definitely got to be a reason. And still, you know, are these orbs just to tell a story, or did something actually happen to these people?
Who's that? Hello? Kate, if you can hear this, you need to shut down the optical array. It's using the observatory as a conduit to reach us, and it started spreading its
Blitzkrieg.
range beyond the valley. Kate, we
European
can't afford to let
campsites
it
on a
do that.
budget.
It's getting stronger. I'm going to call Clive back, and I'm going to force him to order the strike. I just don't see what other choice we have. God knows
Hello,
if
can you
it'll
hear
work.
me? We need help. Who are you? Jesus, get
Nope.
off the phone.
I'm off the phone. I'm off the phone. I'm off the phone. Nope. No, no, nope. I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Alright, my controller just vibrated too. And see, now I don't know anything about this game. I probably could have looked it up, but I didn't want to go in this knowing anything. I think that's kind of cheating a little bit. Okay, nothing in the car. It's very interesting though, the way that it's telling the story. It almost feels like it's doing it through memories, so maybe that's what these are supposed to be. These people's memories.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all had rejections.
You haven't.
Come on.
Steven and Kate again.
We'll look at the figures, tighten up the data, and resubmit. Your core idea is sound. You just got the numbers slightly wrong.
Smoking's bad for you,
patronize
Steven.
me.
I'm not patronizing you. I think you are a brilliant man, Dr. Appleton. Listen. I'm here, right? We're together, you and me. The alignment event tomorrow. It's yours, okay? You saw the opportunity, you ran the numbers. Even if they can't see it, I'm proud of you.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Steven,
What a dick.
look on the bright side. Around here, you're a hero. Prodigal son returns, right? I'm surprised they haven't erected a statue in your honor yet.
Oh, you can laugh all you want. But I'll bet the parish council have a subcommittee working on that right now.
Okay. So even when that dude's being a jokester, he still kind of comes across as a dick. So it's very, like I said, this is a very beautiful game. And it's not even running in 4K right now. The stars at night. Let's see what's over here. Quarantine. Do not attempt to leave. You will be detained. Do not attempt to telephone outside of your local area. Okay, so that's them telling them not to telephone out again, which strikes me as very odd because they only do that if they're trying to keep information from getting out. Closed until further notice. We've got the flu. Please try the 7th Whistler. We'll be back in business as soon as we're up and about. George and Helen Gables. It's a nice little bar. Now, one of the things that I have noticed is, I think this is in Britain somewhere, or the United Kingdom, and it appears, I could be wrong, it appears that Kate is the only American. She did have an American accent. So there's that. I hear that radio, it's somewhere. Maybe it's in here. Those radios give us some more information about what's going on, so. Ah, there it is. Alright, let's see. This is probably Kate, because she's been the one coming across the radio.
I keep looking,
Yeah, okay.
but it makes no sense. The area we picked the pattern up from can no longer be located on the scope. That's just not possible. You can see significant changes to the quality of the ambient light in that part of the sky. It's overexposed, like a Polaroid left in direct sunlight.
Interesting. So, with the emphasis on the what's the best way to say it? Like, with the emphasis on astronomy, it appears that whatever they're doing is a direct result of.
You know, they
Whoa.
see me as an outsider here as well.
Is that
Okay,
supposed
so
to make
there's
me
Jeremy
feel any
again.
better?
You know, I understand it's difficult. That's all I'm saying. Your lot up at Vallis have never mixed with the local community. People here, they don't really understand what you do up there.
Are you trying to get me to come to your church?
It's not just about faith. It's about the community. Be involved.
So Jeremy
Be seen
is
as
a
part of
preacher?
it, one of them.
I'm assuming.
Good morning, Father. Lovely day.
Okay, so there's
hello,
Barbara.
Mrs. Appleton, isn't it?
It's Dr. Collins.
Lady scientist. Whatever next.
Good morning, Barbara.
Father Wheeler.
You really think that's a community that will ever see me as one of them? I can live with them staring at me. They just stay out of my way.
Interesting. Interesting. She appears to not really like her that much. Now, that was Barbara, the one that walked up. That was the doctor's assistant. The stars at night. Okay, see, so there is, with constellations in the background, there is an emphasis on stars in this game. And astronomy. Okay, so here we go. This is the same thing we saw last time, except this one actually has waypoints, like the lookout points and churches. I don't know what these orbs are. They look like kind of like butterflies, I guess. Maybe it's supposed to represent the rifts that we keep seeing with the memories. So it says that there's one right here in the park. Maybe it's over here at the playground? What is this? Dead birds. That can't be healthy.
Benjamin, Georgie, leave it alone. It might have fleas.
Hello, Amanda. What are they up
Fleas.
to?
I don't think birds have fleas.
I do wish the council would clean them up.
Well, apparently they're saying it's a flu epidemic. And I gather they'll be closing the roads and stations, so they're worried enough for that.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, you don't mess about with the flu outbreak, I suppose. But look, I'm just saying, if you were planning on taking the kids to Wales, now might be the time to do it.
Well, thanks, Barbara. I'll have a word with Neil, see what he thinks. Now, George, Benjamin, for God's sake, leave it alone.
Interesting. Yeah, you definitely don't want your kids playing with dead birds. That's how they get diseases. So let's keep going and figure out what we can see. There's another rift right there, but I don't know if that was supposed to be remnant of anything. Oh, it is. Okay. So I wonder what we're going to find out here.
Is everything all right?
Get out of my way.
Where's Kate?
Where do you think she is?
Stephen, what's going on?
Screw Kate. It's all her fault anyway.
What's that mark on
Whoa.
your face? Stephen! Stephen!
Okay, so I'm assuming that Stephen and Kate are working together. He said it's all Kate's fault anyway. Which I wonder what he means by that. Is she the reason that all this is going on? Huh, interesting. Let's check this house real quick. Maybe there's some information here. The door's cracked.
Hello?
What is that on the floor?
Hello? Oh, Amanda, I thought you'd left town.
That's blood.
We tried. We did try. But they've closed all the roads and you can't get through.
I'm gonna continue
And then Georgie and Ben
to
said they
explore
had
the house.
headaches, and then they started bleeding.
If we can't hear them, I'll come back.
It was horrible. They were so scared. So Neil turned the car around and
Okay, I don't see
we saw the
anything.
house was open, and I know we shouldn't have, but we just came in to clean up the kids, and then Neil and I started bleeding as well, and it's all over my blouse. Everyone was so tired.
It's all right, Amanda.
Doors are locked.
Everything will be all right. Just try and calm down and tell me where Neil and the children are.
They're upstairs.
They're upstairs. Okay, so
They were
maybe
tired, and Neil said he could take a nap in the bed, and
Let me check this room.
The children, and I was so tired, so Neil took them up. He took them upstairs to tuck them in.
And?
That was 6 hours ago. I never came back down. Just be too frightened to go look.
Why don't we go and look together?
Wow.
I'll hold your hand if you like.
Yeah.
There's more blood on the bed right here. I just noticed that. It's definitely a child's
Help
room.
me.
Of course I'll help you.
They had their bags packed too, so it looks like they were maybe gonna
Neil?
make a run for it.
Neil, are you there?
Okay, so if the orbs represent their memories, maybe the dust in the air represents where they passed away. I don't know. Maybe we can get some answers on that too. Right now there are a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. I can devise what I think happened based on what, I don't even know if that's the right word, based on what the game is kind of showing. The emphasis on stars and astronomy. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. The emphasis on stars and astronomy, to me, that kind of represents that. Oh, hold on one second. I don't want to interrupt this, so give me 1 second.
What are you doing? doing. I saw you doing that.
Stay away from me. Don't come near me.
This is people's property. You're scaring them.
It's all over the village. It's got into everything. It's so fast.
What are you talking about?
It's traveling down the wires.
Dear God, man, you've lost your mind. Where is Kate? What have you done with her?
Don't you understand? It's breaching the quarantine and adapting.
Give me that bloody can. Hand it over, Appleton.
No, get off.
No, Sam, stop it.
You weedy little shit. Give
It's
me the
mine.
Can. Give me the
Stop
can.
it. I need it.
Grow up!
Fuck. Oh, God, no. It's starting to manifest itself everywhere.
Stephen, come back.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, so Stephen was trying to paint something. Oh, that's just gibberish. I can't make that out. But we have more quarantine posters. And emergency meeting at the village hall. Okay. Shop closed. Sorry, Dave. Got it looks like an abandoned car. I can't pick that up. So it seems like there's only things that it wants you to interact with and nothing outside of that. So, like I was saying, I try not to talk when they're talking. I don't want you guys to miss anything. That is why I have the subtitles on. But it seems like the problem is something based in astronomy. It seems like maybe they were doing something with astrological signs, constellations, maybe mathematical equations, something like that. I don't know. I don't know that much about astronomy. Wait, there's that orb again. Okay, so do you want me to follow you? Or maybe he's trying to tell me that there's something here. Okay, so here's another map, but it doesn't have any of those constellation things on it. So maybe the butterflies? So maybe that means that I got them all. This looks like it was the meeting.
What about the station?
That's shut down too. So there's no way in or out of the valley. They're obviously serious about this flu thing.
Phil doesn't think it's flu at all.
Yeah, I don't
He said
think
he's
so
been
either.
practicing medicine for 30 years and he's seen plenty of flu, and he said this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, there's nothing of any use on the radio.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Have you started?
Yes, but to be honest, there's not really that much to discuss. This quarantine is in place, there's roadblocks and everything. No one really seems to know anything, but people are definitely missing. More of them too, not just a couple of old biddies. No one's seen the Sullivans since yesterday, and the house is just sitting there unlocked.
I just got back from the farm. All of Frank's cows died in the night. He's devastated.
Poor man, hasn't he had enough for 1 year? First Mary and now this.
Well, if no one's coming in to sort this mess out, we're just gonna have to do it ourselves. Barbara, get Phil to do a stock take on medication. Jeremy, put the word out for people to congregate at the village hall. It's best we get everyone in one place for the time being.
Good.
I'll organise supplies. We'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. There's plenty at the depot, but well, let's start with what's here in the village. I'll draw up a rota. Charlie, you help me with that?
Anything for you, Meg?
I'll head out into the valley and scoop up the isolated families and check in with Lizzie Graves at the camp. Now, has anyone seen or heard anything from Stephen Appleton or his wife?
Stephen Appleton or his wife. Wonder if Kate is his wife. I think Kate's his girlfriend or something. Spouse, maybe. But she did say that her last name was Collins. So maybe she didn't want to take his name. So there are flyers. I think I've seen a few that talk about the influenza virus, which is flu. But based on everything that's going on, the fact that quarantine this area and people can't make telephone calls out, that kind of tells me that it's not the flu. Maybe it's something more sinister. So we have another quarantine poster there, which probably means I can't get into that house. And this up here is the church. See what's in the church.
It doesn't even reach the back fence, silly old bugger.
Well, loaves and fishes we can manage, but
Father
guards...
Jeremy,
Oh, sorry, I didn't see
might
him.
I have a word?
Mrs. Boyles, of course.
So Jeremy is the
Will you
preacher.
excuse us, please.
See you back at Charlie's later. Cheerio, Wendy.
I was speaking to Barbara. She said there were some irregularities about Mary's morphine.
Good grief. I mean, those are private medical records. Barbara should know better than to be discussing that sort of thing with you.
That's
If
illegal.
Dr. Wade finds out, he'll have no choice but to suspend her. Damn it, Wendy. Your brother is grieving. Mary was sick for a long time, and I'm glad it's over for her. Go and support Frank. He needs you now.
God knows what you did. He sees. I just break and overlook Mary's weakness, but you, a man of the cloth,
If you have an issue with...
bring shame on this parish.
If you have an issue with me, I suggest you write to the Bishop of the Diocese. I have parishioners to attend to. Excuse me.
He's a lot nicer than I would have been. So let's go to church. Maybe he's going up here for a reason. But yeah, what she just said, so Barbara, which is Dr. Wade's assistant, told her that there were irregularities in Mary's morphine intake. Now that could have been for multiple reasons. She could have been dying and they could have been trying to ease her pain, or they could have been trying to put her down. Either way, the fact that she knows that information is, at least in America, it's illegal. I don't know exactly what time period it is. They might have already told us that. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But that is, here in America, that is a HIPAA violation. You're not allowed to give out information about somebody else's medical records. See, so there's the influenza pamphlets that we were talking about. And, I don't know what those are, but that looks cool. The candles. Is there anything up here? Nope. Alright. Well then. That was a big waste of time. And at this pace that I'm walking, it's not fun to have to walk somewhere, it be a dead end, and then walk out. There's no sprint button. I've already tried everything. So it seems like this game wants to be slow and narrative so that you can find out exactly what's going on. The game wants to tell a story. So I will let the game tell a story. So this is very interesting. It's like we're getting pieces, but we're not really getting any information. It seems like we're getting more questions than we are getting answers. And I hope that that changes down the road. Maybe it will be a little different. Maybe we'll get more answers. So there's the same pamphlets, or the same posters that we saw on the other bulletin board. But maybe hopefully we'll get more answers. And then we won't have to worry about this. Because right now we're getting more questions than answers. Hopefully it turns into more answers than questions. But we still have... I forgot what the map said. I think there's like 6 towns or something. So this is the first town. So, we still have plenty of time. This is a nice, quaint little town, though. It's not bad at all. We got an auto body shop and some other things. An open gate here. From what I've noticed, open gates seem to show that there are memories or lights here to be shared. Yeah, you can see it flickering inside. This is creepy.
I saw you from the main road. Not many people are moving around now.
I was looking for Dr. Wade.
Listen, Frank. I don't know what's happened, but your Stephen seems to think he's responsible.
I reckon he is.
He said, Kate's still up at the observatory.
So there's about 5 areas to explore.
Frank, there's going to be a rescue soon, I'm sure of it. They'll send planes or something.
Well, they'll send planes, all right. This pattern of his, we're in the center of it. Which means if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing line.
Okay, so again, not a lot of answers, more questions, and more blood. Is this thing attacking people? Is it killing them? If it is killing them, why? Also, he said we are in the center of his pattern. What does he mean by pattern? That's really pretty. What does he mean by pattern? And also he said if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing line. So is there going to be Barbara did mention earlier that there was a man with a rifle. I'm assuming that was a military man. We'll check over here and see if we can find anything. It looks like the end of the town right around this corner, so I don't want to walk out just yet. But we have been playing for a minute, and I'm going to try and keep these videos nice and tidy. This seems like it's going to be a long game, so I'm going to...
Come and have a look at this.
Oh, I don't believe it. Charlie?
Jeremy reckons someone had been raiding all the empty houses. He said a load of stuff had been taken.
What's up?
It looks like someone's been collecting their own supplies.
Bastard.
Well, we've got enough stock in the warehouse to keep the entire village going for months.
We should get a truck.
What, and go and get all of it now?
Yeah, why not?
It's Appleton. It's that bloody crackpot Stephen Appleton. I'm gonna fucking do him.
Sam, it's fine.
Oh.
We better get moving before the weather turns. You come in. We'll swing by the camp and get Rachel on the way back.
Alright, so somebody's taking supplies out of houses, and they seem to think that maybe Steven has something to do with it. Just pretty interesting. Okay, well, that was a nice loop-de-loop we just did. Nothing here. Very interesting. See, this game it's very aesthetically pleasing, but it does have a slight creepy undertone to it. So it's not necessarily a horror game. At least I don't think it's going to turn into one. But it does have that creepy ambiance to it. So there's a sign right there. I'm assuming that's the sign out of town. Yeah, that's what that's got to be. So what we'll do is we will end the episode. Since we've been going for a little bit, we'll go ahead and end the episode. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep these nice and tidy. I don't want anything that's too long. Hopefully you guys will watch and enjoy. But here we have, yep, Dr. Wade's office. So this is where we're going to end the episode here. A lot of questions that still need to be answered. What are the light orbs? Where did they come from? What does this have to do with astronomy? And what exactly are Kate and Jeremy doing up at the observatory? Why is it Kate's fault, and why is everybody blaming Jeremy? So hopefully we'll get some answers in the next episode. But right now, I'm going to call the episode here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Love, peace, and chicken grease.